Come in.
Hi, sweetie. I've brought some lunch. Oh, careful now, Lacey. Careful, sweetie.
All right.
I don't want to spill anything.
Do you want to be a little bit to your left, Mum?
All right.
A little bit to your left.
Just here?
My tissues. There you are. Right there.
Thanks, Elle. Hi, Impy.
Hello, my bird. Are you feeling better?
Oh, I'm fine. I keep telling everyone. Elle, seriously, there's so much I should be doing. It's Brian's busy day. You're bound to be up to your ears too with Alfie. Lacey's food needs seeing to. The cake tins are empty. And I really need to bake some bread. There's really nothing wrong with me at all. Can't I get up now?
No, sweetie. No, you cannot. I asked your sister Gwyneth, and she says you have to stay in bed till at least tomorrow and possibly longer. Now, come on, she's your colony healer. We have to take her advice. You don't want your mum zapping in here, do you? We only just stopped it happening. Seriously, I thought she was going to levitate when I had to ring her up and tell her that you'd lost your concentration during a hover up to one of the counters and taken a fall and knocked yourself out.
Oh, of all the blanny silly things to do.
You swore!
Quiet, my precious. Remember, Bert's head is hurting him.
Sorry, Mummy. Sorry, Bert.
I keep telling you I'm fine. My head's not hurting me. I don't care what Gwyneth says. I'm getting up right this minute. Ouch!
This Bert.
Archer!
You've done all right. Mummy, it's all right.
Bert, Archer, you get back into bed this minute.
Oh, hell.
There you go. Oh. Come on. Get tucked in.
Oh, yes, and I'm cluck. Anything you say,
You're
man,
not here left, aren't you?
Stop fussing. I'll be all right. You'll see.
I'll see. You'll be all right, and then you'll fall down, and then you'll go all green, blue, and purple, and then where will I be? You do as you're told.
Excuse me, Mummy. Here, let me help you, sweetie Bert. If you stop like this and I put this pillow here, you move this way a bit, I can help you. I can hand you your lunch.
Oh, dear.
There, now you're all ready and you can have your lunch. I helped Mummy make it.
Did you? You're a good Impy. Oh, look, Philadelphia on soft white bread, my favourite. Is it the one with chives?
Of course. You always like that when you're not feeling your best. And look, Bert, there's grapes. I saved them for you.
Ah, what would I do without you?
Come along now, my precious. Let Bert eat his lunch in peace.
Oh, well, do let us stay. I'm going mad in here all alone.
Oh, please let me stay, Mummy. I can pass some things and I'll be ever so tired.
All right, then. But you be a good princess, okay? And Bert, I want you to eat all your lunch. Every single bite. And I mean every bite. All right?
I promise.
See you later then, sweetie. Be good.
Food. Start eating. Do you want your trains on again?
I'm sick of my trains. Impy, can't we just hide this food or give it a wiki, or do you want it? I'm not very hungry. And look, there's loads.
It isn't loads. It's one slice of bread cut in half with Philadelphia on. It isn't even a sandwich. And it's only 1 liter bowl of grapes. Now, Bert, you eat it all up. Every bite, like Mummy says, or I'll go and tell her you're not being good. And she'll ring Auntie Denise up and tell her and get her to come back here.
No, she'll tell me off. You're mean, that's what you are. How can anyone so pretty be so mean?
I isn't mean. And anyway, being pretty doesn't have nothing to do with it. I'm only little, but even I know that. Some of those dolls who pushed me off the monkey bars in rainbows, they was really pretty. Some of those was, and they was meaner than mean beans.
You're right, Impy. Being pretty's a nice thing, I suppose, but what you are on the inside matters a lot more. Some people even find being beautiful's not all it's cracked up to be. Like the troll princess.
What? Who's the troll princess?
Oh, no one special, Impy. Just a story I used to tell to my little brothers and sisters.
one?
I will if you let me stop munching. I've had enough.
Oh, Bert, I didn't know. Mummy says you have to eat all of it. And you haven't touched your sandwich.
No stop munching. No story. Now, come on, you put this back on the tray.
Oh, give it here. And don't tell Mummy. Goodness, Jesus. I shouldn't be doing this.
Now, pour me a glass of orange juice. I'm thirsty.
All right. There we are. Here you go.
Thanks, Impy. Oh, that's so much better. I can't believe how good that is.
There. Now, a promise is a promise. Tell me about the 12 princess.
Come on, then. Come here and snuggle up, and I'll tell you the story.
All right. There. Now I'm all snuggled. Oh, I bumped my head. I'm a silly imp.
You are a silly Impy. Okay, well, once upon a time, there was a beautiful princess, the most beautiful princess in all the land. Her hair was like spun gold, her eyes were like the brightest sapphires, her skin was like milk and roses, her lips were like rubies. She had only to smile to melt the coldest heart.
Oh, how lovely.
Yes, but she didn't smile very often, Impy. This princess was proud and vain. She didn't care about anyone or anything but herself.
That's not very nice.
No, it's not. Now, there was great excitement in the palace because it was the beautiful Princess Avalon's Sweet 16 birthday party, and this was the night she was going to meet a prince from a neighbouring kingdom. It had been decided, when this prince and princess were babies, that they would marry one day.
Why? They might not like each other. That's silly.
Well, it was done a lot in royal families in olden days, Impy. Kings of different kingdoms used marriage to make useful alliances. You know what those are, don't you? Two countries working together. But I agree, it is a bit silly. Anyway, as it happened, the prince in question, Prince Arvan, had seen pictures of his bride-to-be and was overjoyed he was going to marry such a lovely princess. His parents had told him how clever she was, how lovely a singer, how graceful a dancer, how fine and embroiderous, how she possessed every grace and skill a princess ought to possess. What they hadn't told him was there was no more haughty, proud, vain, or selfish a princess breathing.
Oh, poor Prince Arvan.
Oh, I need another drink. Hand me the orange juice, Impy darling.
All right. Here you go.
Oh, that's good. Really good. There you are.
Now I come back.
Now you come back. Now then, where was I? Well, the night of the Sweet 16 arrived. Princess Avalon's maids dressed her in the most beautiful gown of rose-pink satin, embroidered with silver threads and tiny glittering gems. They threaded fine platinum chains hung with teardrop diamonds into her piled golden hair. They gave her diamond earrings and a diamond necklace, fine and delicate as a cobweb, a birthday present from her father the king.
Oh, how beautiful.
Princess Avalon turned and turned around, admiring herself from every angle in the many long mirrors in her dressing room. She gloated over her beauty, thinking about the day when she was 18 and she would marry Prince Arvan and become one of the most powerful women in the world. Then she picked up a silk fan studded with diamonds and went swishing, rustling and tinkling down to greet her guests.
I don't like her.
Nor do I, Impy, but don't forget what they say about pride. It always goes before a fall. Now listen. Princess Avalon had a wonderful party. Everything was going smoothly, and she was feeling on top of the world. And then there was a fanfare of golden trumpets. The great doors of the ballroom were thrown open, and Prince Arvan was announced.
Ooh, what is this? Was he a handsome prince, like in Prince Charming?
Quiet, Impy Imp, and I'll tell you. Princess Avalon looked at the boy walking down the golden velvet carpet towards her. He wasn't exactly ugly. He wasn't handsome. He was medium-sized, with a kind, homely, rosy-cheeked face, a mass of soft brown curls and very big brown eyes, which were gazing in wonder at the beautiful princess before him. He looked ordinary, good and kind and nice, but ordinary.
Well, he sounds nice. I wouldn't have minded that.
Of course you wouldn't, honey girl. You're a nice imp. But Princess Avalon was furious. This gawky boy, for all his fine clothes, looked like a country yokel off some farm. She wanted to marry a handsome prince with fine court manners. Prince Arvin arrived at her side and made an awkward little bow. He bent to kiss her hand, tripped over his feet, and nearly fell down. He tried to speak, but all he could get out were a few stammered words. Your Royal Highness. Then he blushed to the roots of his curly hair and fell silent. Princess Avalon gave him a furious glare, then laughed in his face. Without speaking another word to the poor embarrassed young man, she turned on her heel and swept from the room, leaving her parents, party guests, prince and all, to finish the evening as best they could.
She's awful. She's absolutely horrible.
You're quite right, Impy. And worse than that, she isn't even nice. You've made me lose my place now. Now, when Princess Avalon reached her room, which was high up in one of the castle turrets, she flung herself on the bed and cried. Nobody could make her stop. She roared and howled and wailed for a night and a day. Finally, she roared so loud that the fairies in Fairyland heard her. One of these was her fairy godmother, who had blessed her cradle when she was being christened. This fairy, whose name was Marinelle, was very old and very wise, and had just about run out of patience with Avalon.
I should think so. So what did Fairy Marinelle? That's a lovely name. What did she do?
Well, there was Princess Avalon, lying on her rumpled silken-sheeted bed, having a right old tantrum, howling and wailing and roaring for all she was worth. And suddenly there was her fairy godmother standing in the room. "Now then, what is all this terrible noise?" she asked. "I could hear you all the way in Fairyland, and so could all the other fairies. You are getting far too old for this kind of thing, child." Oh, howled Princess Avalon. "I thought I was going to marry a wonderful prince, and instead they've sent me a farm boy from the hills, a gawky boy who falls over his feet and can't say a word without stammering. Looks so plain, and what will everyone think?"
She's terrible.
"Nonsense," said Marinelle. "You are going to marry a wonderful prince. Looks aren't everything. In fact, they aren't really anything. What matters is what's inside a person. Arvin is kind, gentle, wise and good, and he'll get better as he grows up. You could take a leaf out of his book, let me tell you." "I don't want to take a leaf out of his book," blubbered the princess. "I won't take a leaf out of his book. I don't want to marry him." "You will promise to him he will be very good for you and good to you, and marry him you will." Marinelle sounded as if that was quite settled. Princess Avalon jumped off the bed and faced her, her beautiful blue eyes red and swollen and her face blotchy, so that she looked almost ugly. She certainly had an ugly expression on her face. "Shan't," she said. Marinelle looked very stern indeed. "If you say that to me again, my girl, I'll have to teach you a lesson, so beware." Princess Avalon put out her tongue, and even stamped her pretty little white foot.
Oh, how naughty. Oh, that's terrible.
"Shan't," she said again. "Shan't, shan't, shan't."
Oh, the faces. Oh, now she's in for it. Oh, was Fairy Marinelle very angry?
Not angry, Impy, but she knew something had to be done to teach the princess a lesson. She drew herself up to her full height. "I told you if you said that to me again, I would have to teach you a lesson," she said. "Let the teaching begin."
And what happened then?
Well, Marinelle took out her magic wand and waved it. Princess Avalon screamed as if red-hot needles were being jabbed into her. In the twinkling of an eye, where there had been a beautiful princess, There stood a small squat figure. It had blue skin, a silly face with a wide mouth, a squashed nose, and huge bulbous pink eyes, big ears like the handles of a jug, and a spiky plume of feathery upswept hair coloured a neon bright purple. Its long arms almost touched the ground on either side of it, and its thick little legs and huge feet made it look so silly you almost wanted to laugh. It was a troll, the ugliest, silliest thing you ever saw.
Well, I think trolls are quite cute, but that one does sound a bit silly and not pretty at all.
That's right, Impy. Well, when the troll princess saw her new self, she began to cry harder than ever, and her once beautiful voice was now as hoarse and as croaky as a frog. Great big tears splashed out of her bulbous eyes, slopped down the front of her coarse brown dress, and wet her bare feet. "Before you see your own beautiful face again, princess," said Marinelle, "you must learn to love, and someone must love you for the beauty within you, if you ever find any. Now come with me. I'm taking you to the palace of Prince Arven's father. There you will begin a new life, and let us see how you learn your lesson." With that, she took the little troll by the hand and flew away with her.
But did the king mind having a troll in his palace?
Well, the king didn't know anything about it, Impy, at least not to begin with. Now listen, when they arrived at the kingdom where Prince Arven, his mother and father lived in a beautiful golden palace, Marinelle took Avalon around to the back entrance where the kitchens were. She asked to see the butler, the head of the servants, like the candelabra in Beauty and the Beast. And she told him that the fairies had sent the king this little troll as a present to be a help in the kitchen. "Her name is Twee," she told the butler, "and she doesn't know how to do much yet, but she will learn very quickly."
Oh, Twee, that's a cute name.
Well, poor little Twee had a hard time of it at first. Everyone in the kitchen laughed at her and teased her, made her do all the dirty jobs, pushed her about and bullied her. Sometimes she got so tired she could hardly move her feet. She couldn't help thinking sometimes of her own maids back in her own castle, who she had so often ordered around and kept running about, upstairs and downstairs, and wondered how tired they were before she finally let them go to sleep.
Oh, she's starting to get nicer now.
That's right, Impy. Now, Twee hadn't seen anything of Prince Arven at all, and then one day there was an epidemic of fever, and a lot of the servants were taken ill. Those who stayed well had so much work to do they thought they'd never get it done. Everyone had to help, and Twee was piled up with jobs. One other thing she had to do was to look after Prince Arven's rooms, keep them tidy, make up his fires, and bring up his meals.
Did Prince Arven like Twee then? Did he take any notice of her?
Well, not at first, Impy. She was just a servant, you see. Royal people didn't take notice of servants as a rule. But one day, when a lot of people were still sick and Prince Arven was very worried, he was pacing the room while Twee happened to be there, making up his fire. "Little troll," he said, "how is it you are so healthy when everyone else is taking the fever?" Twee looked at him with her great pink eyes. "Master," she croaked, "in my land we drink feverfew tea every day, and if anyone takes sick, we make medicine from the bark of the Heligan tree. I can show the royal physicians the way, if it pleases you." Well, the prince was eager to agree. Little Twee went into the woods where Heligan trees grew. She showed the physicians, that's another word for doctors, Impy, how to cut thin strips of the bark. Then they went back to the palace and boiled it with honey, hot water and other herbs to make medicine. Then all the people in the palace were given some, and they immediately started to get well. So then more medicine was made and sent all over the kingdom, and the epidemic began to die down.
So the prince must have been really pleased with Twee. Was he very pleased, Bert?
He was, Impy. And after that, he wanted Twee always to tidy his rooms and make up his fires. The more the days went by, the more he talked to her. Sometimes he asked her advice about things, and Twee, or really Princess Avalon, was surprised at how much she really knew when she thought about it, and how much she was able to help him.
Oh, that's so lovely. It's nice to help people. Oh. And did he love her, Bert?
Wait a minute, Impy. Well, in this way, 2 years went by. Prince Arvan got closer to Twee every day, and somehow things just weren't right if he didn't come into his palace rooms and find that little blue figure with its purple hair and big pink eyes there waiting for him.
Oh, he is getting to love her. That's so true.
Then one day, just before Prince Arvan's 18th birthday, the king, his father, sent for him and told him that a marriage had been arranged between him and the beautiful daughter of a king who lived in the kingdom far to the south. Prince Arvan was shown her picture. She was swarthy-skinned, raven-haired. She looked very beautiful, and the king thought Prince Arvan should be very pleased. But he wasn't.
Ah, I know he wasn't. He liked the little blue skins instead.
Prince Arvan's face fell. He went back to his rooms. Twee was there, making up his fire. "Oh, Twee, my little friend," he said, "whatever shall I do?" "What's wrong, master?" she asked. "My father wants me to marry a beautiful princess from a faraway land." "That is good news, master," said Twee, but she felt as if her heart would break, and 2 big tears dropped from her big eyes and splashed onto her dress.
Oh, poor little Twee.
"It is no such thing," cried the prince. "I don't want to marry anyone unless it can be you, Twee." And he swept her up into his arms and kissed her.
Oh, goodness. And now can she be turned into a lovely princess again? Tansy bird.
Let me tell you the story. All right, let me go and I'll tell you. Now, as soon as Twee's long arms went around Prince Arvan's neck, there was a burst of golden stars, and Marinelle was standing in the room. The prince was so surprised he let go of Twee, and in one moment more Princess Avalon was standing before him in all her radiant loveliness. "You learned your lesson well, princess," said Marinelle. "Prince Arvan, behold your bride. Now you can be happy forever." But Prince Arvan was frowning, and so, strangely enough, was Princess Avalon.
Oh, why weren't they happy?
"I'm about to tell you, darling." "If you please, godmother," said Princess Avalon, "my prince did not fall in love with a beautiful princess. He fell in love with a troll. I'm afraid that if I have my beauty back again, he will not know me, and I might become as I was before. If he will have the goodness to tell Arvan's father the king who I really am, and give me back my troll shape, then we really can be happy forever." "And what have you to say, Prince Arvan?" asked Marinelle with a warm smile. "Princess Avalon is right," said the prince. "I could not love anyone but my little blue Twee. Please give her back to me."
Oh, Bert, I might try. That's so beautiful. That's the most beautiful I ever heard. Anything, that's the most beautiful thing.
"It is, Impy, it is." So Fairy Marinelle waved her wand, and Princess Avalon was once more a troll, but a very happy one. Then they all three went to talk to Arvan's father, the king. Marinelle explained matters to him, and although he could have wished for a more beautiful daughter-in-law, once he knew how powerful her father was, he got over his annoyance and started to think Arvan's marrying a troll princess was a very good idea indeed. The king and queen of the kingdom where Princess Avalon lived were summoned to be reunited with their daughter, to negotiate an alliance, and, most important of all, to celebrate with the whole kingdom in a wonderful wedding.
Oh, I love weddings. Oh, that's lovely.
Yes, Prince Arvan and Princess Avalon, or Twee, as Arvan always called her, were soon married, and later, when the old king died, Arvan became the new young king of that kingdom, and Twee stopped being a troll princess and became a troll queen, and a very gentle, kind, wise and good queen she was too. And they both lived happily ever after.
Oh, Bert. I think that is the bestest ever story that you ever told me. And how come you've been with me a whole year and never told me before, but it's the loveliest one I ever heard. Oh, thank you, Bert.
Well, thank you, Impy. You've made me forget about my stupid head for all this time. And now, I think I'll have a sleep. I am feeling tired.
Oh, no, you're not going to sleep, Bert Hart.